My girlfriend insisted. My friends are my ride or die. They get a key to our apartment. I said, good idea. Then I gave them a key to a new storage unit containing all of her belongings. Her ride or dies weren't answering her calls when she was alone. Welcome to Seductive Dreams. It would be so much appreciated if you would subscribe to my channel and like the video. Now, without further ado, let's go. 31 male, I'm a logistics manager. My entire job revolves around complex systems, risk assessment, and ensuring things are secure. My condo, which I bought and paid for myself, is my sanctuary. It's organized, it's quiet, or it was. For the past year, my girlfriend Fiona, 28, has been living with me. And when Fiona moved in, she came with baggage, not suitcases. Her baggage has names Becca, 28, and Tess, 29, her ride or die crew. In the past year, I've come home to find Becca and Tess using my $2,000 espresso machine, despite me telling them and Fiona that it's finicky and I'm the only one who uses it. My high-end noise-canceling headphones, my one true luxury, sticky with what I pray was soda. Them on my sofa watching my Netflix, eating my food while I'm on a work call in the next room. They don't lower their voices. Every time I'd bring it up with Fiona, babe, I got home and Becca was using my espresso machine again. She left grounds all over the counter and didn't clean the steam wand. Fiona would sigh that deep put up and sigh. Alex, it's just coffee. Don't be so precious about your stuff. They're my friends. They feel comfortable here. That's a good thing. It's not about the coffee fi. It's about respect. It's my home. They don't just get to walk in and use my expensive things without asking. You're being controlling. They're my family. You can't just expect me to cut my family out. This argument on repeat for 12 months. The breaking point came last week. I was on a brutal deadline, working 14-hour days. I came home on Wednesday exhausted, just wanting to shower and crash. I walked into my bedroom and Fiona was there with Becca and Tess. They were in my closet, my walk-in closet. Becca was holding my old University Letterman jacket. Tess was trying on a pair of my designer sunglasses. What is going on? I asked. My voice was flat, dead flat. Fiona giggled. Oh, hey, we were just playing. Becca loves this jacket. It's so vintage. Get out, I said. What? Fiona's smile dropped. Get out of my closet now. Becca rolled her eyes at me in my home. Chill out, man. We were just looking. I don't care. Get out. They shuffled out and Fiona followed, slamming the bedroom door. The argument started instantly. You embarrassed me. They're my friends, Alex. What is your damage? My damage? My damage, Fiona, is that my home has become a frat house for two people who don't pay rent, don't respect my property, and barge into my private spaces. This is my bedroom, my closet. It's our home, and you're making them feel unwelcome. They are unwelcome. I don't want them here when I'm not here. I don't want them using my things. It's not complicated. Then she dropped the bomb, the one she'd been holding. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This mistrust, this control. You know what? If you really trusted me, if this was really our home, you wouldn't have a problem with this. She took a deep breath, striking her hero pose. My friends are my ride or die. They are my family. They get a key to our apartment. I just stared at her. A T. She wanted to give Becca and Tess, the two most entitled and disrespectful people I've ever met, a key to my condo so they could come and go as they pleased. Use my stuff. Be in my space. Absolutely not, I said. Then we have a problem, she yelled, because I can't be with someone who doesn't accept my family. Either they're welcome, really welcome, or I'm not. This was it, the ultimatum. And as I looked at her standing there demanding I surrender the last piece of my sanity, I just felt tired. The love was gone. It had been chipped away espresso ground by espresso ground. I felt a switch flip. My logistics brain, the part that solves complex problems, took over. Okay, I said. Fiona blinked. Okay, what? You're right. I kept my voice calm, reasonable. It's a good idea. It's about trust. If they're your family, you're right. They should have access. Her face lit up. Smug. Victorious. Really? You mean it? Yes, good idea. I'm sorry I've been so precious. You're right. Family first. She practically squealed. Oh my God, Alex. Yes, thank you. See, that's all I wanted. She hugged me. I didn't hug back. In fact, I said, pulling away. I've got that work trip all next week. 3 days. Why don't you, Becca and Tess, have a girls' weekend? Celebrate. My treat? No way. Yeah, go to that spa town you like, get massages, and I'll get the keys cut while you're gone. We can give them to Becca and Tess when you get back. This is amazing. You're the best. She leaves this Friday, her and her crew, 3 days. That's my window. My plan is already in motion. A 10x5 storage unit is booked under my name. A man with a van service is scheduled for 10 a.m. Friday, and I have a locksmith appointment for Friday afternoon. She wants her ride or dies to have a tea. Fine, they'll get a tea, just not to my home. Update 1, it's done. I'm sitting in my condo. It's silent. I haven't heard this level of silence in a year. It's beautiful, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Friday morning, 9 a.m., Fiona, Becca, and Tess piled into Becca's hatchback. "You're sure you're okay, babe?" Fiona asked, leaning through my car window. I was on my way to the office. "Absolutely. Go have fun. You deserve it, and we'll sort out those keys when you get back. It's a new chapter for us." She gave me a kiss. It felt like kissing a stranger. Becca honked the horn. "Let's go. Mimosas are waiting." They drove off. I waited 5 minutes, then drove back to the condo. At 10 a.m., the movers showed up. 2 guys paid cash $450 for 4 hours. I was methodical, a logistics manager. Remember, every item that was hers or that she brought into this condo was packed. Her entire closet of clothes, shoes, and bags. The 27 throw pillows on the couch. Her collection of live, laugh, love signs. Her half of the bathroom, which was 90% of the bathroom. All the makeup, all the 400 bottles of shampoo, her laptop, her tablet, her chargers, the tacky floor lamp she bought that looked like a diseased tree. Even the food in the fridge I knew was hers. The almond milk, the kale, the weird diet bars. By 2:00 p.m. the condo was mine again. It looked like it did the day I bought it. Minimalist, clean. The movers loaded everything into the van. I met them at Secure Space Storage, a clean, well-lit facility about 15 minutes away. I'd rented a 10x5 unit ground floor. They packed it all in. I locked it with a brand new heavy-duty padlock, Unit 3, 1, and 12. I paid for 30 days in advance, $190. By 3:30 p.m., the locksmith was at my condo. He rekeyed all the locks. 2:20, no one was getting in. Now the title of my post. I couldn't just not give her ride or dies a key. I promised. So I took one of the 2 keys to the padlock for Unit 3112. I put it in a small, pretty gift box. Then I drove to Becca's apartment. I knew they wouldn't be leaving for their trip until late afternoon. I caught them just as they were loading the trunk. "Alex, what are you doing here?" Becca asked, suspicious. "Just wanted to catch you before you left," I said, smiling my biggest fakest smile. Fiona's been so excited about us turning a new leaf about me, accepting you guys as family. Tess giggled. Becca looked smug. So I said, pulling out the gift box, "I wanted to give you this as a welcome to the family present." Becca's eyes lit up. She loves gifts. She opened it. Inside on a bed of cotton was the key. "Is this? It's the key," I said like Fiona wanted. "You're her ride or die. You should have access to the apartment." Tess whispered like she just won the lottery to her stuff, I said, which wasn't even a lie. "Fiona wanted you to have this." Becca was practically vibrating with victory. She thought she'd won. She thought she'd beaten me. "Well, it's about time you showed some respect," she said, pocketing the key. "Have a great trip," I said. "Drive safe." I went home. I deep cleaned. I ordered a pizza. I watched the movie she always vetoed. It was glorious. Sunday night, 8:17 p.m., my phone rings. "Fiona, I let it go to voicemail." 8:18 p.m., text Fiona, "My tea doesn't work." "VTF, did you change the locks?" Text, "Alex, pick up. I'm locked out. Becca is here. Her key doesn't work either." A phone call. "Fiona," I answer. "Hey, how was the trip?" I asked pleasantly. "What did you do to the locks, Alex? We can't get in. It's cold." "Oh yeah, I had the locks reeded for security for you were supposed to get us keys, not lock us out." "Where is my stuff?" I looked in the window. "Alex, where is my stuff?" "It's safe, Fiona. Don't worry, I moved it." "Moved it where?" "To a secure location. Don't you remember?" I gave the key to Becca. Your ride or die. The key I gave her on Friday. Silence. Just dead air. "What? What key?" "The key in the gift box. The key I gave Becca to welcome her to the family. That key. It opens the unit. The unit. Unit 3112. Secure Space Storage. The address is address. It's all in there. All your stuff safe and sound, just like you wanted. Your family has full access." Another beat of silence. Then a shriek. "You moved my stuff to a storage unit?" "I did. You said you wanted your ride or dies to have a key." "They do. I respected your wishes. This is on them." "Really? They are your family. They should be there to let you in." I Becca doesn't know where that is. She I texted her the address right after I saw her. Check her phone. Oh, and the unit is paid for 30 days. After that, the bill is all yours. You should probably get going. They close at 10 p.m. I hung up. My phone immediately started blowing up. Calls, texts from Fiona, from Becca, from Tess. I ignored them. About 30 minutes later, a new number. Her mom, Arlene, I picked up. Alex, this is Arlene. Fiona is here. She's hysterical. There's been a terrible misunderstanding. No misunderstanding, Arlene. Fiona demanded her friends get a key. I gave them a key to her things. You threw her out, Alex. You packed her things like garbage. You can't just do that. Her things are safe, and I'm well within my rights. This is my condo. Arlene, I am the sole owner. Fiona was my guest, and her insistence on her friends having priority over my security ended her guest status. But she has nowhere to go. Becca and Tess, they won't answer their phones. They just dropped her here. They said this was her drama, not theirs. I almost laughed. Wow, I said her ride or dies ditched her. That's shocking. Well, sounds like a family problem. Luckily, she's with her other family now. You're a cruel, cold man, Alex. I'm a logical man, Arlene. She set the terms. I just executed the logistics. Have a good night. I hung up. I've blocked them all. Fiona, Becca, Tess, Arlene. The last text I got from Fiona before the block was, "You did this on purpose. You knew they wouldn't help me. You set me up." Yep, I did. She's right about one thing. I knew her ride or dies were about as reliable as a chocolate teapot. Their loyalty was purely about what they could get from her, which was really what they could get from me. The moment she became a liability, they were gone. Natural consequences. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy a cup of coffee from my clean espresso machine. Final update. Hey, it's been about 3 weeks. The dust has mostly settled, but not without one last plume of absurdity. So after I blocked everyone, I had 2 weeks of absolute bliss. My condo was mine. Work was good. I felt lighter. Then I got a call from the storage facility. Mr. My last name. This is Chad, the manager at Secure Space. Hi, Chad, everything okay? Well, sir, we have a situation. There are 4 women here, an older lady and 3 younger ones, and they're causing a major disturbance. They're demanding access to Unit 31112. My stomach clenched, but I also felt validation. Let me guess, I said a woman named Fiona, one named Becca, one named Tess, and their mom Arlene. That's them. The one named Becca has a key, but it's your unit, sir. You're the sole lay. I can't let them in without your authorization, and frankly, they're harassing my other customers. They're threatening to call the police for theft. Chad, you are a champion. Thank you. Do not let them in. I'm on my way. If they call the cops, even better. I'll be there in 15 minutes. I drove over, and it was a scene. Fiona, Becca, Tess, and Arlene were in the office screaming at poor Chad. The moment I walked in, all 4 heads swiveled. Alex, Fiona shrieked. Tell him to open the door. You have to give me my stuff. Fiona, I said calmly. It's been 2 weeks. I gave Becca the key. Why haven't you gotten your stuff? Because Becca chimed in, jabbing the key at me. This stupid tea is useless. They won't let us pass the gate. They need a code. You didn't give us the code. Of course, there's a code, I said, turning to her. It's a secure storage facility. That's the whole point. You did this on purpose. Tess squeaked from the back. I did what? Rent a secure unit. Yes, I like your things to be safe. Arlene stepped forward. Enough games, Alex. We are here. You are here. Open the gate, let us get her things, and we can all be done with this. Fiona was nodding, arms crossed, and you're paying for the moving van. It's the least you can do after humiliating me. The entitlement. It was radioactive. After 2 weeks of stewing, this was their plan to show up, all 4 of them, and just bully me into submission. I looked at Fiona, at her ride or dies, who had ditched her, but were now here, clearly roped in by Arlene. You're right, I said. Let's be done with this. This is a hassle for me. I don't want to pay for this unit anymore. I'm done. Fiona's face brightened. So you'll open it? Yes, Chad, I said, turning to the manager. I'm here to terminate my lease. I'm emptying the unit today now. Okay, Chad said, confused, and I continued. I'm going to authorize one person, Fiona, to come with me to the unit. The rest of you. I looked at Arlene, Becca, and Tess. You have to wait outside the gate. Chad's rules, right, Chad? Chad nodded. Only the lay and authorized guests on the property. You can't do that, Arlene started. They're my help. Fiona insisted. They're your ride or dies. I know, but they're not on the lease, so they wait. Or we all go home and your stuff gets auctioned next week when the 30 days are up. Your choice." Fiona looked at her crew. They looked furious but trapped. She nodded, her jaw tight. "Fine." Chad let me and Fiona through the gate. The other three fumed on the other side. We walked to Unit 3112. I unlocked the heavy padlock. I rolled up the metal door. There it was. Her entire life in boxes. "Okay," she said. "My mom's car is outside. We can start loading." "No," I said. "What? What do you mean, no?" "I mean, I'm emptying this unit, Fiona. I'm not moving it to your mom's car. I'm moving it right here." I picked up a box labeled bathroom crap. I walked it about 20 feet right to the yellow line that marked the edge of the fire lane just inside the gate. "This," I said, "putting it on the pavement is as far as I go. I am moving all your boxes from that unit to this spot. It's inside the gate. So I'm not dumping. It's my leased property, and I'm just reorganizing. You're making me move it from there to the car by myself. I'm not making you do anything." I said, "But your family is right outside that gate. Becca, Tess, your mom, they look really ready to help. All you have to do is get the boxes from this pile to them. It's like a supply chain." I went back. I grabbed the stupid diseased tree lamp. I carried it to the pile. "You're a monster," she whispered, tears welling up. "I'm a logistics manager," I said. "I'm just moving inventory from a long-term holding area to a short-term distribution point." For the next 45 minutes, I did exactly that. I grabbed a box, walked it 20 feet, and put it on the pile. I didn't run. I didn't sweat. I just methodically moved. Fiona, meanwhile, was having a complete breakdown. She was trying to carry boxes one by one to the gate, where Arlene, Becca, and Tess were screaming at her. "Hurry up, Fiona!" Becca was yelling. "My car is in a no-parking zone. Don't scratch my bumper." Arlene was shouting as Fiona tried to shove a box into the hatchback. "Tess!" Oh, Tess was my favorite. About 15 minutes into this, Tess's phone rang. "Oh my God," she said loud enough for everyone to hear. "It's my landlord, my cat. He's sick. I have to go. I'm so sorry. Fight. Call me." She didn't even have a cat. She got in her car and peeled out. One rider died down. Fiona was now trying to drag her laptop bag and a heavy box of books. She dropped the box. Paperback books went everywhere. "Becca, help me." Fiona sobbed. "I'm not coming in there." Becca yelled, "He'll have me arrested for trespassing. You bring it here, I can't. It's too heavy. This is ridiculous." Becca threw her hands up. "I'm done. I'm not sitting here all day. You and your mom can handle this. You're the one who got us into this mess, but you're my ride or die." Fiona wailed. "Yeah, well, I'm riding home. This is too much drama for me." Becca got in her car and left, so now it was just Fiona and Arlene outside the gate. I put the last box on the pile. It was a big pile. Maybe 50 boxes plus bags and the lamp. Well, I said, dusting off my hands. That's everything. Unit 312 is now empty. I walked over to Fiona, who was just standing by the pile, crying silently. "Here," I said. I handed her the padlock and the key Becca had given back to her. "My gift. It's a good padlock." I walked back to Chad, signed the termination paperwork. As I walked to my car, I saw Arlene helping Fiona try to shove the lamp into her back seat, scratching the door panel. It was a mess. A huge, public, messy pile of all her stuff, and her ride or dies were gone. I got in my car. I did feel a little bad for about a second, but then I remembered coming home to them in my closet. I remembered the disrespect, the demands, the ultimatum. She didn't just lose her stuff, she lost her family all in one day. I heard later from a mutual acquaintance that the fight between Fiona and Becca was legendary. Apparently, Fiona and Arlene had to leave half the stuff on the curb at the storage unit because it wouldn't fit. The storage facility billed me a $250 cleanup fee for abandoned items. It was the best $250 I ever spent. I paid it, then mailed a copy of the paid invoice to Arlene's house with one line written on it. My last contribution to Fiona's family. I haven't heard a word since. My condo is